Yeah, random variant generation. Here, random variant generation is the value that is being sampled from a proven distribution of a input variable. It is a value that is being sampled from proven distribution of a input variable. It's a value from the input variable. Okay, and random variable generators are used to generate random variables. Okay, random variable generators are what they do. Random variable generators will generate random variables. Okay, and transforming the numbers from one form to the another form, we call it as variance. Variance means transforming one form to another form. We call it as variance. Okay, transforming the numbers from one form to another form, we call it as variance. And all techniques for generating random variable assume that the source of uniform is 0, 1. Random numbers is available as R1, R2, R3 until so on. Okay, and where each Ri is nothing but set of random variables. Okay, where each Ri will be has PDF of Ri will be fr of x equal to 1 if x value is 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1. Okay, if x value is in between the range of 0 and 1, then f of x value will be 1, else f of x value will be 0. Okay, that is the PDF for Ri. Next, CDF for the Ri is f r of x is equal to 0 if x is less than or equal less than 0. Okay, if x is less than 0, fr of x is 0. If x value is 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1, then fr of x is x. Okay, and fr of x is equal to 1 if x value is greater than 1. If x value is greater than 1, fr of x value will be 1. Understood, right? This is the Ri is the set of random numbers, and its PDF is fr of x will be calculated by using this. Fr of x is equal to 1 if the x value is between 0 to and the x value should be greater than the 0 and less than the 1. Then only fr of x will be 1. Okay, and otherwise fr of x will be 0. That is the PDF. CDF is fr of x is equal to 0 if x is less than 0. Fr of x is equal to x if 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1. And fr of x is equal to 1 if x greater than 1. Okay, this is about random variant. We'll see inverse transform technique. Here, the inverse transform technique can be used to sample from exponential, uniform, variable, and triangular distributions and from empirical distributions. Inverse transform technique can be used to sample from these all distribution techniques. That is exponential distribution, uniform distribution, variable distribution, triangular distribution, and from empirical distribution. Okay, from this empirical distribution, the inverse transform technique can be used to sample. Okay, and computationally it is the most significant forward but not always the most efficient technique. Okay, computationally it is the significant one but it is not always the most efficient technique, this inverse transform technique. Okay, here we'll be seeing all these distributions again with respect to inverse transform technique. Here the first distribution is exponential distribution. Okay, the exponential distribution has the probability density function. PDF is f of x is equal to lambda e into minus lambda x. That is, if x value is greater than or equal to 0, and f of x equal to 0 if x less than or equal x less than 0. Okay, we have studied this empirical distribution in the second module. Okay, the the exponential distribution has the probability density function, that is PDF is f of x equal to lambda into e power minus lambda x, that is when x value is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, else f of x value will be 0. It is when x value is less than 0. Okay, x value is greater than or equal to 0, f of x is lambda into e power minus lambda x. If f of x is equal to 0, f of x is equal to 0 when x value is less than 0. Okay, next we'll see the CDF, that is cumulative distribution function of exponential distribution. Okay, exponential distributions, cumulative distribution function is capital F of x is equal to minus infinity to x integration f of t dt, that is equal to 1 minus e power minus lambda x if x is greater than or equal to 0. Else f of x will be 0 if x value is less than 0. Okay, where lambda is the mean number of occurrences per the time unit. Lambda is mean number of occurrence per time unit. Okay, we'll see with the example here. Like if the interval times are x1, x2, x3. Okay, if the interval times are given x1, x2, x3 and had an exponential distribution rate lambda. Okay, exponential distribution rate is lambda and interval times are given as x1, x2, x3. Okay, then lambda could be interpreted as mean number of arrivals per time unit. We have studied that lambda is mean number of arrivals per time unit. Okay, E of xi is equal to 1 by lambda, that is mean inter-arrival time. Okay, E of xi is equal to 1 divided by lambda, that is mean inter-arrival time. Okay, the inverse transform technique can be utilized at least in principle for any distribution, but it is most useful when the CDF f of capital F of x is of such simple form that its inverse, that is f power minus 1. Okay, the inverse of f of x can be easily computed at that time. Okay, here we'll see the steps involved in inverse transform technique. Okay, we'll using inverse transform technique, what are the steps we'll see now. The first step in the inverse transform technique, compute the CDF of desired random variable x. Okay, first we need to compute the CDF for random variable x. Okay, for exponential distribution CDF, we know, we have studied the exponential distribution CDF, that is f of x is equal to 1 minus e power minus lambda into x. That is when x is greater than or equal to 0. Else f of x is equal to 0. That's what we have studied, right, just now. So in step 1, what we need to do? We need to compute the CDF of desired random variable x for the exponential distribution. The CDF is for exponential distribution is f of x equal to 1 minus e power minus lambda x. That is when x value is greater than or equal to 0. If x value is less than 0, it is a f of x value will be 0. Okay. Next, second step in inverse transform technique, set f of x equal to r. Okay, f of x will set to r. on range of x. For the exponential distribution, it becomes 1 minus e power lambda x equal to r. Right? Why it is 1 minus e power minus lambda x equal to r? Because f of x value, what is the f of x? F of x equal to 1 minus e power minus lambda x. So we can write this f of x equal to r like this. 1 minus e power minus lambda x is equal to r on the range when x is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, when the f of x will be 1 minus e power minus lambda x, when x value is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so we can write f of x equal to r like this when x value is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, that time we can write f of x equal to r like this, that like 1 minus e power minus lambda x is equal to r. Okay, that is when the x value is greater than or equal to 0, and x is a random variable. So 1 minus e power minus lambda x is also a random variable r. Okay, x is a random variable. So 1 minus e power minus lambda x is also a random variable. Okay, next third step in the inverse transform technique is solve the equation f of x equal to r for x in terms of r. Solve the equation f of x equal to r for x in terms of r. Okay, for exponential distribution, the solution proceeds like this. Okay, exponential distribution, the solution will be like this. That is 1 minus e power minus lambda x is equal to r. Right? We have assigned f of x equal to r. F of x value is when x value is greater than or equal to 0. F of x is 1 minus e power minus lambda x. Right? So that we will be solving it now. Okay. Here 1 is adding to minus e power minus lambda x, right? So that one, if you'll send this side, it will become it will subtract it. Okay, e power minus lambda x is equal to 1 minus r, it will become. Okay, here e power minus lambda x is subtracting from 1. So if you'll send this e power minus lambda x to this side and send the r to this side, okay, r will come this side. Once if you send this e power minus lambda x to this side, it will add to r. Okay, 1 is equal to r plus e power minus lambda x, it will become. Okay, now if you send r to this side, e power minus lambda x, we will get 1 minus r. Understood this? Any doubts here? It is 1 minus e power minus lambda x equal to r. Okay, now we want e power minus lambda x. Okay, so first I will send this minus e power lambda x to that side. Okay, e power minus lambda x to that side. Here e power minus lambda x is subtracting from the 1. If you'll send from this to that side, this will become positive. Okay, that means it will it will add this side. Here it is subtracting. If you'll send this to this side, it will add to the r. Okay, now the equation will look like this. 1 is equal to r plus e power minus lambda x. Okay, now e power minus lambda x is equal to 1 minus r. That is, I'm sending r from this side to one's side. Okay, so that time r here it is adding to the e power minus lambda x. If you'll send the r to that side, e power minus lambda x is equal to 1 minus r. Okay, now we'll find, here it is exponential. If you send this way, it will be logarithm. Okay, so minus lambda x is equal to ln of 1 minus r. Okay, here it is exponential. If we will send to this side, it is log. Okay, minus lambda x is equal to ln of 1 minus r. So now here x is minus lambda is multiplying to x. If we'll send that to this side, that will divide this. Okay, so now therefore the x is equal to minus 1 by lambda into ln of 1 minus r. Okay, remember this equation. X is equal to minus 1 by lambda into ln of 1 minus r. Okay, that we are naming it as equation 1. Okay, this equation 1 is called a random variant generator for the exponential distribution. Okay, this is called random variant generator for exponential distribution. And this equation 1 is written like this also, like x is equal to f inverse of r. Okay, it's a random variant generator, so we can write this x is equal to inverse of r. Okay, f inverse of r. X is equal to f inverse of r. Now we'll see step 4 in the inverse transformation. Here step 4 says that generate uniform random numbers, that is r1, r2, r3, r4 and so on, and compute the desired random variance by using this formula, that is xi is equal to f inverse ri. Okay, FRI inverse. Okay, xi is equal to FRI inverse. Here we have written, right, x equal to f inverse of r. Like that, xi is equal to FRI of inverse. Okay, FRI inverse. For exponential case, f inverse r is equal to minus 1 by lambda into ln of 1 minus r. This is from equation 1. Xi is equal to f inverse of ri, right? Now f inverse of ri, f inverse of ri equal to xi. In xi place, we are substituting this formula. What is the x value? X equal to minus 1 by lambda into ln of 1 minus r. That we are substituting here. Okay, so f inverse r is equal to 1 minus lambda into ln 1 minus r. Okay, we will get it by substituting the x value in the x value from the equation 1 to here. Okay, so we'll get f inverse of ri is equal to minus 1 by lambda into ln into 1 minus r. Okay, this is nothing but what? F inverse of r is xi. So I am writing it again. F inverse of fi is equal to xi is equal to minus 1 by lambda into x ln of 1 minus ri. Okay, here we are writing in terms of I. So here we are writing as ri. For I equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Okay, one simplification is that is usually employed in the equation 2 is to replace the 1 minus ri by ri to if you replace the 1 minus ri to ri, the equation will yields like this. Xi is equal to minus 1 by lambda into ln of ri. Ri is nothing but 1 minus ri. Okay, and both ri and 1 minus ri are uniformly distributed on 0, 1. Okay, this is the steps we need to follow while inverse transform technique. Okay, while doing inverse transform technique, we need to follow these steps. Okay, we'll see the one problem related to that. Take down this problem. It is generation of exponential variance x with mean equal to 1. Given random numbers are given like this. Here in the problem it is given Ri value and Xi value. Ri values are 0.1306, 0.0422, 0.6597, 0.7965, 0.7696. And Xi values are 0.1400, 0.0431, 1.078, 1.592, 1.468. These are the Ri values and Xi values are given. Okay. Now, we know the formula to find the Xi value is Xi is equal to minus 1 by lambda into ln of 1 minus Ri is the formula for Xi. Okay. In the given sequence of random numbers and computed exponential variance, that is Xi, okay, given by this equation 2 with the value of lambda equal to 1. Okay, the CDF will be f of x is equal to 1 minus e power minus x, because lambda is equal to 1. Here it is given, the mean value is given as 1. So the lambda value is equal to 1, we are substituting here. Okay, if you substitute the lambda is equal to 1, the equation CDF f of x value will become f of x equal to 1 minus e power minus x, because we are substituting the lambda value. Lambda value is 1, we are substituting here. So f of x will become f of x equal to 1 minus e power minus x. Okay. Now the relation between R1 and X1 will be like this. That is R1 equal to 1 minus e power minus x1. X1 is equal to minus ln 1 minus R1. Here we are substituting in place of wherever lambda is there. In lambda place we are substituting 1. If you, in this equation, if you substitute the lambda equal to 1, what will be the x1 value? That x1 value is equal to minus 1 by lambda. Lambda value is 1. 1 by 1 is 1 into ln of 1 minus R1. So it will be x1 is equal to minus ln of 1 minus R1. Now we know that R1 is equal to f of x. Okay. So x1 is equal to inverse of FR1. Okay. X1 is equal to FR1 inverse, right? F of x equal to R1. Then we can write this is like this. X1 is equal to F R1 inverse. Okay. Now we'll see the uniform distribution. Here in uniform distribution, consider the random variable x that is uniformly distributed on the interval a comma b. Okay. Consider the random variable x that is uniformly distributed on the interval a comma b. A reasonable guess for the generating x is given by x equal to a plus b minus a into r. X equal to a plus b minus a into r. No, we know that uniform distribution PDF. What is the PDF for a uniform distribution? That is x is given by PDF of f of x is given like this. For the uniform distribution, f of x is equal to 1 by b minus a. That is a 1 by b minus a, f of x equal to 1 by b minus a if the x value is a less than or equal to x less than or equal to b. Okay. And f of x equal to 0. Other than this, if the x value is other than this, f of x value is 0. Okay. That is the uniform distribution PDF, which we have discussed in the second module, when we are discussing the second module, we have discussed this. Okay, uniform distribution, PDF and CDF. Okay, the same thing we are repeating here. Uniform distribution PDF is f of x equal to 1 by b minus a less than or equal to x less than or equal to b. Okay, if a less than or equal to x less than or equal to b, then f of x equal to 1 by b minus a. Otherwise, f of x equal to 0. Okay. Now, the CDF is given by f of x equal to 0 when x less than a. Okay. And f of x equal to x minus a by b minus a when a less than or equal to x less than or equal to b. Okay. That is the CDF. And f of x equal to 1 if x is greater than b. Okay. And the same thing we have derived here by using the derivation. F of x equal to minus infinity to x, f of t dt is equal to minus infinity to x 1 by b minus a dt. Okay. Here we are substituting f of x value 1 by b minus a into dt. So if you do this, derive this, we will get 1 by b minus a into minus infinity to x dt. That we can write it as 1 by b minus a into t a to x. Okay. This can be written like this. F of x equal to 1 by b minus a into x minus a. So now the f of x is, after derivation, f of x is equal to x minus a divided by b minus a. Okay, f of x is x minus a and b minus a. That is the step 2 in uniform distribution. Set f of x equal to, what is the f of x value? F of x value after derivation, the f of x value is x minus a by b minus a. So f of x is equal to x minus a by b minus a. That we are setting with r. Okay. Second step, we will set f of x equal to r in inverse transformation technique. Okay. So here we are setting f of x equal to r for uniform distribution. Okay. A set f of x equal to r. F of x is what? X minus a divided by b minus a. Okay. Next, step 3, solve x in terms of r. Okay. So if you write x in terms of r, the x is equal to a plus b minus a into r. We'll get x value in terms of r, we'll get x equal to a plus b minus a into r. That is uniform distribution. Next, we'll see Weibull distribution. In Weibull distribution is good for modeling time to failure for the machines. Okay, it is for used for the modeling time to failure for machines. We can use the Weibull distribution, and we have studied this Weibull distribution PDF CDF in the second module. Okay, PDF for the Weibull distribution is given by f of x equal to beta divided by alpha power beta into x power beta minus 1 into e power minus x by alpha power beta. That is when x is greater than or equal to 0. Otherwise, f of x equal to 0. Okay, this is PDF for the Weibull distribution. Okay, when alpha value is greater than 0 and beta is greater than 0 are the scale and shape parameters of the distribution. Okay, alpha is greater than 0, beta is greater than 0 are the scale and shape parameters of distribution. Okay, now we'll see the step 1. Step 1, what we'll do? We'll write the f of x. F of x, if you derive it, minus infinity to x f of t dt, we will get f of t dt. What is the value? F of x value is beta divided by alpha power beta into x power beta minus 1 into e power minus x by alpha power beta dt. Okay, this is the f of x value that we are substituting here in the place of f of t. Okay, to find f of x. And f of x is equal to, if you derive this, we will get like this. F of x equal to 1 minus e power minus x by alpha power beta. Okay. So, therefore, the CDF for the Weibull distribution is capital F of x is equal to 1 minus e power minus x by alpha power beta. That is when x value is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, we know the PDF, we have calculated the CDF in step 1. Now step 2, what we need to do? We need to set f of x equal to r. Okay, what is f of x? F of x equal to 1 minus e power minus x by alpha power beta. Okay, that we are setting with r. Okay, f of x equal to r. So 1 minus e power minus x by alpha power beta is equal to r. Now step 3, solve for x in terms of r. If you solve for x in terms of r, we will get x equal to alpha into 1 minus ln of 1 minus r power b 1 by beta. Okay. Now we'll, if you, from this equation, if you solve it, we will get like this: r equal to 1 minus e power x by alpha power beta. Okay. We know here r is equal to 1 minus e power minus x by alpha power beta. So that we are writing here. Okay. To solve the, to get to know the x value. Okay. So if you solve it, we will get like this. Okay, so first one will send this side, we will get and exponential we are sending this side, one will send this side. So that time what will happen? 1 minus r, it will become 1 minus r is equal to e power minus x by alpha whole power beta, it will become. This is exponential. Exponential, if you send this side, it will become logarithm. Okay. Now x by alpha, this it is power for both. So if you remove this, x power beta divided by alpha power beta, it will become. That is equal to minus ln of 1 minus r. Now x power beta is equal to minus alpha power, because it is alpha power beta is dividing the x power beta. If you send this to this side, we will get minus alpha power beta into ln of 1 minus r. Okay. Now x is equal to square root of, here beta is square of x. That if you send this side, it will become square root for this side. Okay. Beta square root of minus alpha power beta into ln of 1 minus r. Now the r x is equal to, we can write the x value like this: x is equal to alpha beta power, because this is having the power, alpha power beta is there. This square root and this power will get cancelled. So alpha we can take it out. So x equal to alpha into beta square root of minus ln of 1 minus r. So now we'll get x equal to alpha into 1 minus x equal to alpha into minus ln of 1 minus r whole power 1 by beta. This is the x value. Understood this? This is for Weibull distribution inverse transformation.